The moment Mikey Garcia believed in his eyes Errol Spence was beatable for him. Stay tuned, coming up next.
Hey, this is Cassie, and you're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.
Shout out to Blue Blood Sports TV.
You're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.
Shout outs to Blue Blood Sports TV.
You're watching Blue Blood Sports TV. Hola, habla Cindy, está viendo Deportes TV.
I think that's when he fought Peterson. When I saw him fight Lamont Peterson. That was early in the year, right?
You saw in that fight that said, I see something. You're smiling. You can't say, but let people watch.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So Mikey Garcia reveals the first time in his eyes, the first moment he felt like Errol Spence was the opponent for him. He felt like Errol Spence was beatable for him. He revealed that first time was when he saw Errol Spence face Lamont Peterson. He said that, he didn't really delve into why he felt like Errol Spence was right for the pickings against Lamont Peterson or what he saw. But at this moment, since I first heard that interview, and shouts out to Ellie Setback, ESNEWS, for doing this interview. When I first heard it, when I first heard this interview, I studied the fight. I watched the fight about 3 or 4 times now. Well, 3.5 times, I should say, because the last time I didn't get through the whole fight. I found a clip on YouTube that's about 25 minutes long. It cuts out the in between the rounds and all of that stuff, all the antics, right? Gets right to the fight, round by round, no breaks. And I studied the fight to see what Mikey Garcia might have seen in that fight. And I'm not a professional boxer. Mikey Garcia is a professional boxer, so I'm pretty sure there's things that he see that I don't see, that he feel in his heart of hearts that he could exploit. But a few things I right off the back I noticed, was that Errol Spence was flat-footed in that fight. But he didn't have to be on his toes. He didn't have to not be flat-footed due to the fact that Lamont Peterson came directly to him. So he didn't have to search for Lamont Peterson. Another thing, I saw one glaring thing that I saw that I know made other boxers and boxers is what I'm referring to when I say other boxers, not fighters per se. I'm talking about boxers, fighters that use a boxing style. Is that when he's trying to set up that the left jab to the body or the straight left to the body, he tends to throw his right jab, and he leaves it there. Almost leaves it on the opponent, leaves it touching your glove. So when he fought Lamont Peterson, he left the straight right there, and to line him up. When a fighter's using his orthodox fighter would use his left jab to line up the straight right. You'll see Floyd Mayweather do that at times to measure the distance. But Errol Spence has a bad habit of leaving it there on the opponent and then reaching down and shooting the straight left to the solar plex. Usually fighters like Floyd Mayweather gets his distance. Andre Ward gets the distance. We saw Anthony Joshua use it a little bit when he fought against Alexander Povetkin. But the straight left, the solar plex jab, it just breaks your opponent down. And Errol Spence is very good at using that jab, at using that strategy to break his opponents down. But he has a bad habit of leaving that straight right there and reaching down. And I saw he got counted a few times by Lamont Peterson for doing so. That's a no-no, when you're fighting certain top-level opposition. Lamont Peterson attempted to make him pay for it, but he wasn't, successful enough to make him pay for it. And maybe that's a glaring weakness that Mikey Garcia sees that he may feel like he could exploit. Another thing I saw, that he was open to the left hook to the body. Lamont Peterson had success with landing a left hook to the body. It wasn't with much authority. It had no effect on Errol Spence, but it was there for the pickings. He was also there. He got, now this punch, was I'm sure Mikey Garcia saw this, and that was the counter straight right. Southpaws, that's their their kryptonite, you know, the straight right down the pipe. It's just like if you're an orthodox fighter, the straight left down the pipe, you know, it's your kryptonite, you know. And Lamont Peterson had a lot of success with that punch, but you know, again, he didn't hurt. All of this is minor success from Lamont Peterson. That's just the bottom line. It was minor success. If you could look at anything, if you want to nitpick and pick out little things that Errol Spence did wrong in the fight and allowed and was susceptible to, it was these things. You know, the counter right, especially like in the second round. I believe in the second round, he landed 3 clean left jabs. He landed 2 left jabs, clean hard left jabs to the body on Errol Spence, and 2 clean straight rights that was, you know, heavy straight rights. One in which rocked Errol Spence head back, you know. In round 3, he landed a right uppercut that was clean with a straight right that was clean and a left hook to the body in round 3. But like I said, you know, Lamont Peterson's success was, you know, slim to none in this fight. You know, it wasn't like he had a ton of success, you know, a ton of success in this fight. So, you know, like I stated, I'm not a professional boxer, but Mikey Garcia may see a lot of things that I didn't see. You know, I just saw, particularly what stood out to me was that Errol Spence absolutely wore Lamont Peterson down. He absolutely wore him down with his body attack and his strength, man, his physical nature. You know, he absolutely wore him down, man, and he just broke him down, man. His accuracy to the body, his relentlessness to the body is man. It has to be one of the best body attacks in the sport of boxing, bar none, today. You know, so with that said, man, and like I said, I'll repeat this again, I'm not a professional boxer, so I don't see what Mikey Garcia, I don't have the eye Mikey Garcia has. I don't see exactly what Mikey Garcia saw in this particular fight to feel like this is the fight that let him know that he could take on Errol Spence and he could beat and have success with Errol Spence. Because let's face it, he didn't pick this fight and say, oh, I want to fight Errol Spence due to the fact that, you know, it's just good competition and I just want to test myself. No. This was a measuring stick. This was the fight. Like Sugar Ray Leonard said, when he was sitting ringside, when Marvin Hagler fought Roberto Duran, and he beat Roberto Duran, and Sugar Ray Leonard looked and told people, I could beat him, I'm gonna beat him. You know, he saw something in the fight, and then Roberto Duran confirmed it when he came over to Sugar Ray Leonard and told Sugar Ray Leonard, hey Leonard, if you box him, you could beat him. You know, and from that moment on, Sugar Ray Leonard was calling out Marvin Hagler. He wanted that fight because in that fight, he saw something that he could exploit in Marvin Hagler, and he felt he could win. And this is the same thing with Mikey Garcia. Whatever he saw Errol Spence not doing or susceptible to against Lamont Peterson, that gave Mikey Garcia the confidence to feel like he could beat Errol Spence Jr. So he's desperately trying to get that fight. And it seems like he wants to get that fight before anybody else gets to fight with Errol Spence and exploit whatever weakness he feels like. And maybe other boxers like Terrence Crawford may see this weakness. I just talked to Sean Porter the other day, and Sean Porter said he gonna be Errol Spence gonna know he in the fight of his life once he step in the ring with him. So I don't know, man. Maybe, you know, I'm not a boxer, so I don't know what these fighters see. You know, I don't have the eye that they see as far as being in the ring. I'm not a professional boxer. I can't reiterate that enough. But, you know, they see something, especially Mikey Garcia and Terrence Crawford. They see something that they feel like they can exploit. And Mikey Garcia is relentless on making this fight happen. He's wishful that this fight, he can't wait to make this fight happen. He can't wait to get it, you know, finalized. So, I mean, hey, man, it's real interesting to me that Mikey Garcia picks Errol Spence and feels like he could exploit Errol Spence, seeing as though Errol Spence is the boogeyman in the 147-pound division, or he was previously the boogeyman until this whole situation arose with Terrence Crawford. But a lot of fighters just didn't want to fight him. You know, they was avoiding him. And so, hey, maybe it was just that he was a high risk, low reward at the time, you know, and now his name is risen. And he's recognized, and maybe people feel like, you know what, now, you know, it's worth the risk. You know, I don't know, but it's real interesting to me. And the more I'm hearing about this, the more stuff that's coming out about this fight, the closer this fight is getting to be made, the more interested I'm getting and excited I'm getting about this fight, because I really want to see and I really want to know what it is about Errol Spence that makes Mikey Garcia feel like he could get that victory. So, I mean, that's all I got, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shouts out to the entire LDBC. Shouts out to New Media. Shouts out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. It's your boy Blue. Mikey Garcia said the Lamont Peterson fight that Errol Spence had was the fight that let him know he could beat Errol Spence Jr. Stay tuned. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Like and share these videos. Peace.